Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Action Jackson. And yes, Maxx Crosby got traded to the Baltimore Ravens. That's going to help out my cousin Lamar Jackson go get a ring, possibly, right? Everyone's in the AFC trying to capitalize on Patrick Mahomes not playing for the first possible month of the season or two. That is great. But now what the Dallas Cowboys can now shift their focus on is getting Brandon Aubrey, George Pickens deals done, retaining the offense. Then if they rework some deals, especially in the defensive tackle room, extending Quentin Williams, reworking a Clark deal, fixing Osa's deal, or trading him, whatever the case might be, free up almost $131+ million in free agency, and then you get to keep your first round picks. We'll talk about it after the intro. So before we hop into the video, I would appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share my video with anyone who you think will enjoy my content. Getting straight into it, look, it was reported that the Dallas Cowboys were willing to offer a first and a second round pick to the Raiders for Maxx Crosby, but the Las Vegas Raiders opted to have 2 first round picks from the Ravens, and that's, to me, I respect the Raiders for doing that. I love the Raiders. I have no hate for the Raiders. They did what they had to do for themselves. I understand, and they get their first overall pick, which more than likely is going to be Fernando Mendoza. They get the 14th overall pick, and then they get 2 first-round picks this year and next year. The Raiders, they need that. I love the Raiders. I respect the Raiders as an organization, and from a fan base perspective, I love the Raiders. But now, guess what the Dallas Cowboys can do instead of trying to chase Maxx Crosby? I respect them going out and trying to go get Maxx Crosby. I commend them for that, actually. But if you were aggressive enough to try and go get a star pass rusher, go free up that money and go get 4. I'm on 4 big players, and I'm on the traction of treat the offense, shift that to the defense. You're willing to spend draft capital and money on offense. Y'all behinds need to go do that on the defensive side of the football. Now go spend 12 and 20 on the best players that you can possible, regardless of position. But 12 and 20, if you can get really good defensive players at 12 and 20, and you're telling me you can go get Trey Hendrickson and pair up a really good edge with that, along with having Ezraku as your 3rd or 4th guy, it doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't. Go get Trey Hendrickson, or if you can't go get Trey Hendrickson and you can't execute on that deal, go get Jalen Phillips. But y'all asses better go get a really good defender at the edge spot that can start, and go get another good player that can be in rotation with Donovan Ezraku once Ezraku comes back from injury. Do the same thing with linebacker. Go get Nakobe Dean, or if you can't go get him, go get Devin Lloyd. And then if you can't go get him, go get Bobby Okereke. But once you get one of those big 3 linebackers, pair that with a Devin Bush, pair that with a Demario Davis, or pair that with a Bobby Wagner. Now shift the focus. Now shift the focus to safety. Now do the same damn thing with safety. Go trade for Minkah Fitzpatrick, pair that with a Jalen Thompson. If you can't go get Minkah, go get a Jalen Thompson and go get Blankenship or Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, whatever the case might be. But for linebacker, edge, and safety, I'm looking for 2 players at each position, and then pair that with whoever the best defender is at 12 and 20, and let's go play. Now, some people are saying, well, don't forget about Ezraku. I'm not forgetting about Ezraku, but if Ezraku is that guy that I believe he can and will be, he's going to play any damn way. I feel the same damn thing but linebacker. If DeMarvin Overshown and Shamar James and you guys, and some people have paused and they're like, oh, well, I don't want to get all these best players because don't forget about Overshown. If Overshown is that MFer like he's shown us he can be in 2024, his behind, he going to play anyway. In safety, I feel the same exact way with safety. Everyone loves Wanye, everyone loves Marquise Bell, and everyone loves Elijah Clark. If they are the type of athletes in which they hold themselves to be, they are going to play no matter if it's Rod Whitson, no matter if it's Darren Whitson, no matter, I don't give a damn who it is. If you a guy and you're that guy like you say you are, and you're part of that 1% like a lot of these people like to claim that they are, that's cool, and they are those type of guys because they make that money and they're those type of athletes. That's cool, but it doesn't matter who I bring into this building because I'm not overrating my guys. If your ass can play, you can play. Don't give a damn. I don't care if Myles Garrett is here. I don't care if Lawrence Taylor is here. I don't give a damn who's here. I get the best defensive players of all time on this defense. I don't give a damn about who's on my roster, because either which way you're going to play or you're not. That's how I move as a GM. If I had the keys, if my last name was Jones and I had $100 billion, that's what I would do. But it doesn't matter about what it could have, should have, because that's not the reality. But if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, if you were aggressive enough to trade picks and assets to go get a guy like Maxx Crosby, go spend that money, go get one of the big names like I just said, and pair that with somebody and go fix around the 40th worst defense in the NFL. If you figure that out, and because look, I'm not fighting, right? Realistically, if we're talking about grown up stuff right now, real adult stuff, I'm not expecting the 40th worst defense of all time to turn around and be the number one best defense, best scoring defense, best yardage defense next year. That's implausible. That is not the best case scenario. I am fighting for average in the year of 2026 when it comes to this defense with how piss poor they were last year. Then in 2027, once you're showing me that you're capable in 2026, then in 2027, if you're average in 2026, 2027 I could talk about being good. Then in 2028, I could talk about possibly going from good in 2027 if I'm projecting. If they do these moves, I'm projecting them in 2027 to be great. 2028, I'm sorry. If we're going from average, let's go from average in 2026. 2027, let's be good. 2028, let's go be elite. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking I'm not expecting this defense to be an overnight sensation. Put in the work, plant the seeds now, then in 2027, 2028, watch this defense grow. And especially if Christian Parker and the staff is made up to what it's supposed to be, they're going to be great. So if we do what the fuck we're supposed to from a grown man perspective, in the Dallas Cowboys perspective, we're going to be great anyway. And I don't give a fuck about what anybody else got to say from any other fan base. Because if we do what the hell we're supposed to do, we can go get 6. We can go do what the hell we're supposed to do. But the Cowboys, they got to put in the effort and they got to execute on some of these big deals. So that's about it for the video. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.